Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Dylan Crow, in case you forgot or you are tuning in for the first time. Hello to the Danville High School Intro to Theater class. Last week, in the last two episodes, we worked with freedom of movement, expressing ourselves using only our bodies. Today and in the next installment, we will be working mostly just with the voice. We can't really work the voice without using the body because the voice is also physical, but we will be focusing as much as we can on expressing ourselves using the voice. So freedom to vocalize, I suppose. Today we will be doing a full vocal warm-up, hopefully about 10 to 15 minutes. And you will need a soft surface to lay on. I have a yoga mat, so you might, if you have a yoga mat or a blanket that you can lay down. I also have a pillow. I have a bandana to hold my hair back and some water. Okay. Let's get started with our quick physical warm-up. If you watched the last two episodes, then you will remember a lot of this from that. We're going to go through it a little more quickly so that we can get through our vocal warm-up. Make sure that you're wearing very comfortable clothing. Leggings work, I'm wearing sweatpants, comfortable clothes. We don't want to wear jeans because we want to make sure that we can breathe all the way down into the bottom of our stomach, all the way down to our pelvic floor. Okay? So, we're just going to roll through the spine. So let's get in neutral, get your feet hip width apart. And drop your chin to your chest, and go down through your upper back, middle back, lower back, and you can give it a sway back and forth. You can blow it on your lips. And then slowly roll it back up, one vertebra at a time. Head is the last thing to come up. And drop your chin to your chest, and roll your neck around to one side and back the other way. Breathing in and out freely. Try and breathe all the way down to the bottom of your stomach. Alright. And use your hands to pick your head up. And roll your shoulders back. And roll your shoulders forward. And widen out your stance like this and roll your hips one way. And roll your hips back the other way. My hips are really tight today. I went on a big run this morning. And then we'll make them really small and do small hip circles with your knees close together. Okay, we'll do one more spine roll. Make sure your hip width apart. So put your feet together, go them out, take them out diagonally, and then straighten them out so they're facing forward, directly forward. Okay, and roll down, upper back, middle back, lower back, and give a big sigh. Breathe in deep, and sigh out. And we can roll back up, head's the last thing to come up. And then we're going to find ourselves lying down. So I have a yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, you can lie down on a carpeted floor. Anything that's very soft and very relaxing. We're going to have a nice, relaxing vocal warm-up today. All right? Let's do it. Okay, everybody. So that was a very quick physical warm-up just to get us into our bodies. Now we're going to lay down on the ground. So make sure you're on a carpet or a yoga mat, or you can lay down on your blanket. I'm going to put my blanket on top of me. You can use a blanket and put it on top of you. That's good too. We're going to start with a little relaxation. Then we'll move into the voice. Okay, you might want to watch this and then try and follow along. Whatever works best for you. So first we're just going to lie down. And we're going to come to stillness on our mat or on the ground. And we're going to breathe. Breathe in deep. And we're going to breathe all the way down to our toes. Breathe in. And let it out. Try not to have any sound, just let it out with air for now. If sound comes, that's okay. If emotion comes up, that's okay. And we'll breathe into our feet, ankles, calves. Breathe down into your knees, into your thighs, into the bottom of your pelvis, belly, back, lower back, middle back. Breathe in your fingers, your hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, biceps and triceps. Breathe into all those little spaces. Fill them up, make them bigger, make the spaces bigger. Breathe under your armpits, into your chest. Breathe all the way up into the back of your head. Relax the muscles of the face. We'll do one more big breath we'll send it to all the corners of our body, all the crevices that we don't think about. One more big breath with me. And let it out on a sigh. And when we sigh out, when we make noise, don't try and make noise longer than you have breath. Just let it out, and when you run out of breath, you can go back to the sigh and then finish. But don't try and make more sound than you have air for. Let's do one more big breath. And let it out on a sigh. See how when I run out of breath, I just let the sigh go. I don't try and push it. I only do as much as I gave myself the breath for. All right. And then we'll bring our knees up. Put your feet flat on the ground. Knees up like this. And we're just going to do some rocking. So rock on your heels. Rock. Rock. Breathe in and out. In and out. Go with your natural rhythm of breath. We're just going to do this for a couple seconds. This is to kind of loosen everything up, okay? Just rocking through the heels. Letting go of any tension in the body. Hopefully you already did that in our beginning exercise. Breathe in and out, and you can just do air, or you can breathe in and do a sigh. And then let it go, and let your feet go down. Just a couple breaths here. Make sure that you're not pushing. You're just breathing in and out. And if you give a sigh, don't push it farther than it needs to go. All right, then we'll come up to a seat. Okay, I'm just gonna fix the camera here. We'll come up to a seat if you need to. I've got a Zafu, a little yoga pillow. You can use a pillow to sit yourself up on your sits bones a little higher. I have a tendency to kind of hunch over in my back, so I like to use the Zafu to make sure that I can keep my back nice and straight. Cross your legs, excuse me. We're a little more serious than last week, aren't we? So we're gonna cross our legs, sit up straight. Let out a nice sigh. Okay. Breathe your shoulders up to your ears and back, and let them sink down. Square off with the camera here. Get in the way of the light so you can all see me. Breathe your shoulders up and let them down. Nice nice and easy. Slide them down the back. Want to make sure we're sitting up straight. Let's do that a couple times. Sitting up straight. Breathing our shoulders up, 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 and back, and breathing out and letting them slide down into place. One more time. One more time for good measure. Breathe your shoulders up, up, up. Roll them back and slide them down into place. All right. Now, do this with your hands. Get them nice and warm. Warm up the hands. And just nice light little taps around the face. Little taps. You can close the eyes. And make sure when you're doing this that your shoulders don't, keep your shoulders down in place. Okay, we don't want to use any more extra energy than what we need. We don't want any extra tension than what we need. So lightly tapping the face. Now we can reach the hands up and just apply a little bit of pressure and drag them down the face like that. Down the face. And just let everything go. Let the jaw go. And you can breathe out on a sigh. One more time. If you need to, if your hands need to warm back up, you can do that. You can apply more pressure if you need to. And if you have any jaw tension, just, you gotta be careful with the jaw, but you can give it some pressure. We're just massaging the face, massaging the muscles of the face so we can relax the face. Nice and relaxed. Do I look nice and relaxed? Okay. Now, we're going to do horse lips, warm up our lips. If you need to, you can put your fingers in front of your face. Now, we're just doing air right now, no sound. So we can add sound. You can do mid-range. You can do low range. You can do high. You can do high to low. That's good. Let's do high to low. And make sure you're breathing all the way down. If you got big abdominal muscles, nice abdominal muscles, you want to just let them go. Let that belly hang out. Breathe all the way down. And let it out. Okay, now we'll do lion face, lemon face. Ready? Lion face. Ah, lemon face. Make it as small as you can. Lion face. Ah, big as you can. Tongue all the way out. Ah, lemon face. Lion face. Ah, lemon face. Ah. One more. Lion face. Ah, lemon face. If anyone's seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, it's a great movie, very funny. That's what that's from, the lion face, lemon face. Now, we will go to standing. So I've got to fix the camera, but we're gonna roll up nice and easy. So we're coming up off our mat, all right? So we want to get up nice and easy and try and come into your bent over position here, between your feet hip width apart. And we can slowly, we're gonna roll up, okay? Nice and easy, vertebra by vertebra. Starting with your hips coming forward. Lower back, middle back, upper back. And rising all the way up. Okay, I'm gonna let the sirens go past. We'll just let that flow through us. Now we're gonna work with our humming and releasing our hum, okay? So just like when we were lying on our backs in the warm-up, we take in a breath of air all the way down, we breathe all the way down to our pelvis, and when we let it out, we don't try and force anything extra, we just let the breath go out. So we breathe in, and we're going to let it out on a hum. Okay, so we breathe in. And when we run out of air, we run out of air. We don't fake it. We don't fake it till we make it. This is about telling the truth. Okay? So we're going to take a nice breath of air in and let it out on a hum. And when you run out of air, you run out of air. Let's go again. And we can just we can be at our mid range. We can do it in a high range hum. We can do a low range hum. Let's try and do a high range hum. Ready? Now mid range. And low range. See, I have lots of vocal training, and I'm not as warmed up as maybe I could be. And so I'm not trying to force myself to go longer to impress you guys. Just let it go as long as it goes, and then when you run out of air, take another breath in and do another hum. Now we'll do low range hum, okay? And while we're standing here, I just noticed that my knees are locked. Just shake out the knees. Make sure your knees don't lock. Nice big breath of air in. And this time we're going to release the hum. So we'll have a little bit, we just let the jaw hang down. Okay, so we'll have a little bit of open mouth sound coming out. Okay, like this. And when you run out of air, you run out of air. So just the last couple seconds there, release the jaw and release the lower lip and let the rest of it out. And then when you're done, you're done. And you can take in another breath of air and do it again. Ready? Again. And you might be very careful because you might start feeling a little out of breath. So you can stop and take a break whenever you need to. I'll do a couple more examples and then we'll finish up, okay? So you can see we're just warming up the voice. In our next episode, we will warm up and we will do an exercise that will help a little bit more with freedom of expression. But in all this, you're finding what works for you. So remember that and have fun. And I hope it's relaxing and freeing and opening. I hope it opens you up for the day. You can do this in the morning. It's good just for everybody, not just for actors. Okay? If you are watching this because you're in Miss Dewey and Miss Stein's Danville High School Intro to Theater class, you need to go to the Google Classroom and look under NTI Teaching Artist Lesson 3 for your reflection. And I'll see you again soon.